Hello students, and welcome to Lesson 5, Day 3. Today we're going to be playing our first song in the G position, and this is the familiar nursery rhyme, Hot Cross Buns. So remember, we're going to get in our G position. We've learned this in the last lesson. And I'm just going to go over the right hand first. Okay? What this does is it gets us used to our two new notes. We're going to use A and B. We already know G, but now we're going to have to play G with our thumb. Before we used to play it with 5. Later we're going to look at the C and D, but we're gradually going to get into the G position by looking at this A and B right here. Okay? Now I'm going to add the left hand to it. Okay, fairly simple song. This is a really great song to start off in the G position. Remember, in the left hand you're going back and forth between here, your G major chord, and here, your D major chord. So remember, we just take our third finger and our 5 finger, we move it down. And notice a lot in this song, you have the same thing. See, those measures just repeat over it again, and then you have this. And then back to the same thing. Also, this next to last measure, listen. You change chords in the middle, so that's the first time we've ever done that. We'd have to do 2 chords in the same measure. Okay? So this is fairly easy to play technically. If you want to, you can slow down and just do your right hand, then just do the left hand. However, we've got a few new rhythmic challenges. First of all, this is in 2/4 time. Remember, we talked about this in our day 1. So you're going to count 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice I'm counting 2 beats per measure because there's only going to be 2 beats in every measure. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now this is a little bit harder because this is the first time we're ever going to actually do 8th notes. Now we talked about this when we looked in our theory in day 1, how 8th notes are counted. We want to think 1 and 2 and. Then next measure 1 and 2 and. Then back to 1, 2, 1, 2. The key thing is this: as we get more and more advanced with this song, you want to make sure that the 8th note speed is proportional. Now remember what we talked about, an 8th note is half of a count. So something that's half a count is going to be twice as fast as something that is 1 count. So listen again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice how I made those 8th notes twice as fast. Now if you get this down, what you may want to do is do a few little different things with it. For example, remember our rolled chord. Roll those chords. Roll. That's one possibility. Another possibility would be this. Remember from your last lesson when you did the waltz style chords? I mean, not the waltz style, the march style, when you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you can't do that here because this is only in 2/4 and most marches are in 4/4. But you can do kind of a little variation. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, you just this 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's all you could do. Okay? So we've got the roll chord, you've got the little oompa, oompa. I guess you could call it maybe kind of a march style that's more suited for 2/4, maybe an oompa style, something like that. And of course, as always, if you want to do a special ending, something like that can definitely work. Okay, this should be a fairly easy piece, but it's good because it teaches you the basics of the G position. And our next song, we're going to look at our first song in 3/4 time when we do our waltz, and you're going to get to learn some of these higher notes in the G position. So I'll see you in the next lesson.